Okay guys, thank you very much for subscribing. This film sucks. I'm just gonna say this film sucks. Don't know why, it does. And this is probably the worst film I ever watched for ages. Probably. It's got some few jokes and here and there, but it's not that good. Lots of violence, obviously, because it's a good violent sort of spy film, and everybody says it's a good film, and some people say it's a bad film, and I understand their opinion because it's not a bad film like, oh, it's supposed to be bad, oh, it looks bad, it's really hard to tell. It's not that sort of bad. It's bad like it's good, but all for the not sure what I can say for, oh, what's happening next? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? That sort of bad film. And also, this film sucks because I don't like this film. I watched it with, it was like a boys' day out and everything, but for some reason, this film sucked. Everybody loved it. Not in our group, but I mean, like, everybody else was laughing at it, and my father was like, he went like this all the time, and my friends they would go like, I mean, what? So they were going like that, and I was just silent, and sometimes when I was speaking, the cinema, they all say don't speak in the cinema, I keep on saying to myself, this film doesn't make any sense, and if it does make sense, maybe I'm not seeing the things that are supposed to make sense or whatever. This is why this film sucks, and this is all I got, guys. It's all rubbish. Completely rubbish. So Bullet Train probably is a good film for you if you like complicated sort of drama with killing people on any transport or something, and you need to understand that sort of pattern with the humour, not with the killing bit. But you know what I mean. If you're that sort of person, you will love this film. If you're one of those people like me who like dramas like James Bond or any other spy films and they're really good, don't watch this film. It's really awful. Like, everybody does a really good job of playing the roles, obviously, otherwise they won't be in the film, but it's not funny to us. It's not funny. If you really love this film, I'm not saying you're stupid. It's your opinion, but personally, if you really want to see this film, I don't recommend it. If you're a James Bond person, if you're like a person who doesn't like confusing films, and if you don't like confusing films, don't watch this film because it's so confusing. And sometimes when it isn't confusing, you get really bored at the things like this killer or whatever his name is with the mask, he's gonna kill something on the train, and that's kind of confusing but kind of straightforward. And the straightforward stuff that you want to know because it's straightforward, it's so boring. Not because you know what's going to happen, because sometimes I pull it off really well in films. You know what's going to happen, but at the same time you don't. With this one, you know what's going to happen. Like, for example, that lady who dressed up as a snack kind of drinking lady on a train, that coloured lady who's a bad guy, she keep on she said things like, oh, this is gonna kill you, and we all know that sort of thing is gonna kill you, otherwise she won't be taking that thing to Brad Pitt character, taking that sharp pointy bit. So this film sucks. I'm not saying it is good or anything. It's good in like 10 or 12%, but most of the time it's like really boring, really complicated, and it's like, wow, there's inappropriate scenes and not really inappropriate, but it's a 15, not an 18. I know that some countries is a different sort of rating, but some countries are the same with, this country is a 15, and you think, it's not really a 15 because it's got lots of violence in it. aggressive adult activity in bed sort of scenes, and I know we all do it, but I mean, like, if I was 15, I would still like the film with all the inappropriate things, but my parents wouldn't allow me watching it, and now I'm older and I'm thinking it's still boring. I'm not saying about the inappropriate adult kind of activities and bed scenes. I mean, in all the things, like the gore, the everything like that. And even the humour was complicated to work out. It's all rubbish, guys. So yeah, this is after the Bohemian Rhapsody review, and I know I'm filming this on the 18th of August, and that's not really good, because do you know why? Because this film came out ages ago this month, and I should have reviewed it then, but I don't think I really care now because this film sucks. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Then I just recently find out the 40th anniversary of E.T. this later of the month, so I'm gonna do it in September time, because that's when I'm going to, because you know where I live, the cinema says this is scheduled for this only month, not any other previous month before that. So it was like, huh? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this review. It's not really a long review. Mainly these reviews are supposed to be around like 10 minutes long, 9 minutes long, when normally nowadays is 20 something long. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. The other thing is, the final thing is, there's some funny things in it, but not a lot, and that's really disappointing, because you have to know, even though it's a drama film, even though it's this or that sort of film, it still needs to be a little bit funny, and it's got the same sort of little bit of funny. But when I say a little bit of funny, I don't mean a little bit of funny, I mean a lot of fun, but still not boring funny. Does that make sense? So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. I'm so sorry if I feel like I'm not in the mood, because I just came home and I'm gonna do this review, and it just doesn't make any sense right now. But if you watch the film, you know what I'm on about. If you haven't seen this film, I don't recommend it. But if you're into that sort of film, if your friends watch this film and you're into, or you're the same as your friends, you gotta love this movie. But if you're like me, light-hearted kind of drama, gory film, you go, because there is some horror films that are light-hearted. You know that some gory sort of films are less scary, and this is less scary, but it's more boring, less scary. If that makes sense, it doesn't give you. It's not like Chucky is scary. It's a merry kind of, I'm not sure, scary, but I'm not sure. It's not really scary, but some people say it is scary. I didn't find it scary. I found it boring. And the snake scene, I was really excited for the snake scene. I was really excited for there was more dressing up, because they had to cover, that man who got married and had a girlfriend and everything, and he died on the train. I don't know what his backstory is to do with a crime mystery, but anyway, he got dressed up to look like he's still alive, and that's happened with the other character with the sunglasses. Anyway, this film is really complicated. My favourite characters is only Lemon's brother, and Brad Pitt. Nobody else, probably because they're the main characters, but they're still boring. I know they said is my favourite characters, but probably my favourite characters, after all the favourite characters I love in this film, is probably Lemon, because he's more rememberable-ish. I know that Brad Pitt is supposed to be rememberable and everything, and he's got some good lines, but it's not pulling it off very well. It's just like Monty Python. You love Monty Python, but you just can't laugh at it, you know what I mean? So it's like that. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. I know I seem like I'm in a rush, but I'm not in a rush. I'm really disappointed in this film, and I want to cry, because I spent all this money on the cinema card, to watch the film, and now I hate it.